It is really wonderful to have you all gathered here this evening to recognise and celebrate the amazing contributions and wonderful work of our State Emergency Service volunteers. When Mother Nature reminds us of her power, it is more than 2,000 awe-inspiring SES volunteers who freely give their time, clean up and put us back on our feet. I would like now to invite to the stage the SES VA President and National SES VA Board Deputy Chair, Mr Gordon Hall, to say a few words. Thank you, Gordon.
Firstly, I would like to congratulate all of the award nominees for the work that all of them have put in. I was fortunate to be on the awards panel, and it's absolutely amazing what all of the nominees have done. I want to acknowledge tonight the many people, the family, the friends and others who stand behind all of the SES emergency responders who volunteer their time freely to their communities.
I would now like to invite to the stage Fire and Emergency Services Deputy Commissioner Steve Fewster to say a few words before dinner is served. Thank you very much, Steve.
Firstly, I want to thank you all for your service as volunteers. The Australian volunteer is, we think, unique. And there's research being done in New South Wales by the SES looking at volunteers in the State Emergency Service and what makes them different from other volunteers. Now, I think they'll find that you're not different, that you're very, very much like volunteers in other parts of the service. I expect that we'll find that this is an Australian trait. I expect that we'll find that volunteering for Australians is just how we look after each other, is just how we get from being an isolated colony 250 years ago to where we are today, the best country in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is someone very special amongst us this evening who has dedicated an astounding 35 years of service to their community. Keith Drayton, if you would please join us on stage to receive the second class to your national medal. Oh, sorry, yes, we must stand on our marks. Yeah, thank you, Shireen. I would now like to call to the stage 3 recipients of the National Medal for 15 years of service. Congratulations, firstly, to Jennifer Cooper. Also the recipient tonight of the National Medal for 15 years of service. Congratulations to Thomas Pricehouse. And also tonight, a huge congratulations to Ash Smith. We now move to our 2016 State Emergency Service Awards presentation. And the men and women nominated for this year's awards represent the best of Western Australia's emergency services, not only through their efforts on the ground, but also behind the scenes. The first of our awards to be presented tonight is the Youth Achievement Award. This category is open to volunteers aged between 16 and 25 years old who have made extraordinary contributions to their unit. The finalists of the Youth Achievement Award in alphabetical order are Laura Brabazon from Rockingham, Kwinana, Rebecca Lickle from Augusta Margaret River, and Mary Therese Shanks from Mandurah.
Hello, my name's Beck Lickle. I'm from the Augusta Margaret River SES unit. I've been in the SES for about 4 years now. So I started as a cadet here and then I moved up into a general team member, and from there I've completed most of the courses and become an advanced vertical rescue, as well as taking on the logistics role. So I manage most of the gear in our sheds, including all the vehicles and logistics for them, and then sit on the committee for our unit. Occasionally I'll step up and do a bit of the team leadership, particularly in the beach rescues, because I'm also a firey, so it all kind of overlaps a bit there. So for training at our unit, we tend to sit down as a committee and decide who's specialised skills in that area, and so I take on a fair bit of the first aid and fire drills. I've learned a fair bit from all the different incidents we attend. It's a lot different when we go to a real job from training. It gets pretty real pretty quickly, as well as the different people you meet out in the community, as well as dealing with all the different organisations as well. I enjoy volunteering, just all the different people you meet, the different life skills you gain. Without the SES, I don't know where I'd be now. The skills that they've taught me have really helped me get the job as a lifeguard, as well as, you know, giving back to the community down here. The highlight for me is just the different range of jobs. Like one time last year, one day we were helping the Ambos on a pretty remote beach in the southwest, and then the next day we were driving to Carnarvon to help out with cyclone recoveries. I think in the SES we're always overcoming different challenges, whether it be operationally or with gear, but DFES and the SES organisation is super supportive of us all. I also hope to just continue with the SES and maybe become an instructor in the future, but we'll just play it by ear and see how we go. Just loving it as it is at the moment.
Hello, I'm Mary Therese from the Mandurah State Emergency Service. Not only am I an SES member, I also work with the SES cadets. For this, I am the operations manager. I also help instruct the cadets. I've helped restart programs. So rewarding to find out that they've taken their skills that they've learnt from us and they've applied it in real life situations. Doing the both lots does get difficult at times. You've got twice a week on a minimum that you've got to be in here. It's just getting a balance, and I love doing it so much, so it's sort of more enjoyable than hard work. Being a cadet volunteer and an adult volunteer has given me amazing confidence. It's grown my leadership skills immensely, organisational skills through the roof, and it's just given me so much knowledge now that I can do things that I couldn't do before. Over the past 12 months, I have been on several call-outs. The Runa fires, did about 6 days or so, solid working hours as a scribe. I've been on several searches, and I've been on a couple of late call-outs to fix roofs in the middle of the night. Definitely get a sense of fulfilment when I come back from doing these call-outs. They're great. They give me a sense of purpose in life. I think it's really important for young people to get involved, being able to connect generations. I work with older people, I work with younger people, and having that connection across all ages is absolutely fantastic. I might be young, but I do love stepping up to a challenge. Challenges are really good. They push me that bit further, and I love rising to them.
Hi, I'm Laura and I'm the training manager at Rockingham Kwinana SES. I've been a volunteer with the SES for 5.5 years now. I've basically grown up with the SES. So these guys here are not just friends of mine, they've also become my family. I became the training manager 2 years ago. I definitely jumped in feet first, and I've made the role my own and kind of defined training within the unit. Anybody who's got any questions about the pathways or E-Academy or anything like that, I am the person that they come to see. Being the training manager is so important to me, because before we can send anybody out on a job or send them out on any sort of a call out, they need to know what they're doing. I take training really seriously. It is within the unit, it is my passion. Becoming the training manager at the start for me was challenging, but I did have some amazing team members around me who would mentor me and help me and answer any of my questions. I could just pick up the phone up at any time of the day and be like, help. The hard work that we have all put in has now meant that we have a streamlined training system And I find that has been really, really successful certainly within our unit. I really think SES will be a part of my life for the foreseeable future because I just get so much enjoyment out of it, and it is, outside of work and study, it is my passion. It is so important, I believe, for young people to put their hand up to volunteer because we are the next generation of volunteers, and we need to put our hands up because if we don't, then nobody else is going to do it. We all need to put our hand up and do the bit that we can.
The winner of the 2016 Youth Achievement Award is Mary Therese Shanks from Mandurah. Mary is honoured tonight for her dedication to duty beyond normal expectations, including contribution to the efficiency, effectiveness and development of the SES through ingenuity and innovation.
Thank you, everyone. Words can't describe how honoured I am to receive this award. I must have to admit, though, that if it weren't for a few special people, I probably wouldn't be here tonight. Not all of them are here, but I still think they're worth mentioning. First and foremost would have to be my mum. She's a saint. She's my conscience guiding me. She's my rock supporting me, and I know that wherever our lives lead us, she will always be there. My dad, he's the man responsible for my love of ropes, tarps and duct tape. My two sisters and my four brothers, there may be an entire country between us, but nothing can divide us. I would like to thank my fellow cadet leaders, especially Matt. These guys make planning so much fun, and everything is an adventure when we're working together. My unit leaders, both Chris and Phil, they're my inspiration. Their confidence in me has changed my life. And last but not least, I would like to thank my fellow volunteers and all of my cadets. This award would be nothing if I didn't get to work alongside these people who have become my second family. You know, they say that without trucks, Australia stops. Well, the same can be said about volunteers. And I can't think of a better way to spend my time than with a fantastic group of people that make Australia unique. Thank you.
We are moving now to the Team Achievement Award, and this recognises the efforts of an SES unit or team of volunteers who have initiated a new idea, worked collectively to achieve outstanding results in a particular area, or undertaken a community awareness project. And the finalists of the Team Achievement Award for 2016 are Broome SES Management Team, Bunbury SES Unit, and Mandurah SES Rescue Team.
Hello, we're from the Broome SES.
We are the only unit in Broome. Currently in the Broome unit we have got about 30 volunteers. Broome is a very transient town, so we've struggled over the years to get members and keep members. The management team of the unit was formed to try and promote the unit, get more community awareness. So what we wanted to do is find a way to access the people who are going to be the right people for us. We decided that one of the first things was to get out there and be seen. If they're at Bunnings, they're not in a hurry. We have leaflets there, we have information, but the biggest thing is our voice, actually telling them what we do and having a chat. We had to learn what the town liked, and we found that Broome as a whole is very Facebook orientated. So we decided we had to tap into that.
The decision as the management side of stuff was trying to really target specific areas to get out. We do this, we do this. More targeting particular groups to come down and do what they want.
I think the main things were we had the meetings, and then we decided to do the sausage sizzles, and that got us noticed. And then we went on Facebook, and from there we built the unit, and we then prepared for the new volunteers when they came in and got a plan of action.
You talk about getting them in the door, that's only half the issue. It's that next step, getting them through the door, getting them interested, getting them keen, and not just saying they're part of the Broome SES unit, Broome State Emergency Service unit. That's the big one. And the members we have now who joined at the start of the year now consider this their unit, and that's the half the struggle as well, not just getting them through the door, but retaining them for the long haul.
So about 12 months ago there was about 14, 15, and we're now up to 30. So we've doubled the membership in probably 6 months from having those numbers, and now we've retained most of them, so we're sitting around the 30 mark, which for a country unit makes us feel really good.
The restructure is pretty much to make the unit better.
Really what we had to do is investigate what our core purpose was, and then we went about trying to build that governance to provide that framework that we need to organise the organisation. There was a lot of reticence about this whole process, that examining an organisation which is 50 years old was a challenge. About halfway through we found that people were becoming more involved and more committed to the project, and now people feel comfortable coming to talk to us about the experience, the outcomes, and also where they fit in the big picture.
Yeah, this restructure involved several facilitated workshops, and pretty much we sat down together, went through our strengths, our weaknesses, the opportunities, the threats, and we pretty much looked at the whole process.
There are expectations that we will provide clear governance, we will provide audits for our books, we'll do the sort of business side of things as well as concurrently trying to manage emergency response. So if we hadn't restructured, we wouldn't have seen that stuff, we wouldn't have seen our shortcomings, we wouldn't have been able to react to the community expectations and the expectations of defence.
People actually feel that they actually own the change, and we actually created the future together.
The response has been buoyant, that people actually recognise they're empowered to do a job and they're left to do it, but given guidance along the way. So they have some ownership of our future.
I am absolutely proud because I can actually see the future in a way, and it's going to be a very strong unit.
We know that when we started the journey, we really didn't know how long it was going to take or where it would lead us. I think that we are very proud that we've got a solution which is working for us. I think we're very proud that there was no guidebook to follow. We had to use our own internal intuition. I think that's something to be very proud of.
Mandurah SES has been here now for 40 years.
In the rescue team, there are actively about 30 members, 30 to 40 members.
Us as a rescue team, we cover storm damage, search and rescue, cars versus houses. You do get people saying, we didn't know you could do all that stuff.
We've got a good strong team, and when the calls go in, it's all hands on deck.
When the calls come through to volunteers who help out for a room of fire.
All in all, I think we were there for a week straight with 3 shifts, and we're constantly rotating those to ensure we had coverage on everything. We were doing food drops, we were doing scribing at the incident command and so forth there as well, and obviously any tasks that required our duty, we jumped in and helped.
Well, it just shows you how the unit can be pulled together and everyone taking instructions off of the higher bodies, and I think everything worked out really great.
We're all part of DFIS now, and we're the feet on the ground and the bodies that are needed there, either be it for the fireys at the fire, the police at the searches, and obviously our primary then role is we're first line of defence in storms and floods and so forth there as well. The interagency thing is very important. Sometimes you can hear a lot of politics, which nobody wants to know about. Everybody just kind of chips in and tries to get the best effort because everybody's there for the same reason. So we just got to work together towards our common goal. The volunteers that are here because they want to be. It's not something that they've been forced to do or anything. So the people that are here have that extra motivation. They try to show up every week. When the cards are down, they jump in, they do whatever task needs to be done. Yeah, I believe the role we fill is vital importance to what we do. I say it's without our manpower, the other agencies would find it difficult to cope. We're not in this for nominations, we're not in this for thanks. We're just in there to get the work done when it needs to get done.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2016 Team Achievement Award goes to the Bunbury SES unit. The Bunbury unit is this year's winner for their dedication to ensuring the unit's future vitality. The unit undertook a collaborative review of their structure, which has had a positive effect on existing members, as well as recruiting and training new volunteers. Congratulations.
The few unfortunate people that know me know that I'm usually stuck for words. So here we go. I think there are three critical thanks that need to be given tonight, and the first one goes to those who had to pain over those obviously worthy recipient nominations and make a decision, and thank you for accepting the $50 bribe. The second one would have to go to the Volunteer Association, who's tirelessly worked to ensure that we retain this awards dinner, and I'm eternally grateful for this opportunity tonight to be before you guys, so well done to the Volunteer Association. And the third and final one, and probably the most heartfelt one, is that any textbook you'll pick up will tell you that change and culture change and organisational change are the hardest gigs to play. We were a broken organisation. We had come through a couple of fairly serious downfalls, and collectively we sat down and we said, well, we can complain about it or we can fix it. And it takes a special amount of courage to do the warts and all search about where we are, where we're going and what we could be doing. And I think that we didn't have a book to play by. We didn't have a rule book. We didn't have a guidebook. We sat down and we chewed the fat a couple of times and worked out a game plan. That game plan has printed the book for our future, and I think in 50 years' time, Bunbury will be a far better place for that. So to the Bunbury people, the 40 people that can't be here tonight, well done, guys. You took on the job, you beat the job, and I think we've done a great job. Thank you very much, everyone.
We arrive now at the final award this evening, the Peter Keller Award. This award recognises volunteer excellence, achievement and enthusiasm, and it was first awarded in 1995 in memory of Peter Keller. This year's finalists are Philip Bresser from Mandurah, Lynn Lucas from Wagen, and Keith Squibb from Headland.
G'day, I'm Keith Squibb, local manager, Headland State Emergency Service. I've been a volunteer for some 35 plus years now. Well, the Headland unit has been around for a while. It's like any other unit, it's had its ups and downs. Certainly as a local manager, you need the community to support you to be able to support your community. So that was one of my priorities, is to lift that profile of the unit. Currently we've got about 15 to 18 on the books, of which we get regularly 8 to 10 turn up. Great bunch of people. They have just as much passion as I have for the SES. What's kept me going is the camaraderie, the level of knowledge you learn, and the sense of fulfilment in helping the community in a time that the community needs assistance. You know, probably in the first 25, 28 years, it was all about getting out and getting dirty. Now it's a case of, well, hang on, could I do better at a management level? And so long as you've got a good team on the ground, that makes the management easy. With my training, I still do that very actively within the Pilbara district. My work takes me all over the Pilbara, so I'm fortunate enough that I can put the SES training into my work travel as well. Along with my passion for the SES as an organisation, there has to be some level of developmental sense, and I've been the Pilbara representative for the Volunteer Association now for 7 years, and with that also comes some responsibility to represent the volunteers in the district and also the state. With the experience I've got within the SES, I can assist the units without having to escalate it to any necessary high level stuff. We can sort it out grassroots, everybody walks away happy. The nomination for the Peter Keller Award it's dumbfounded me. And I'm very humbled to not only be nominated, but to get through and become a finalist. It's mind-blowing.
Hi, my name's Lynn Lucas. I'm from the Wagen SES unit. Wagen's been going about 4.5, nearly 5 years. So yeah, my husband and I joined up when it first started here. It took a couple of years for the unit to find its feet naturally. Myself, got nominated as a deputy manager and sort of went, okay, give it a whirl. So yeah, we're sort of winging it and trying to get ourselves set up. We've got some nice new equipment happening, so yeah, pretty good. Members, we've got I think our youngest member is 16 and our oldest member is, I better get this right because it's my dad. He's 75. Mum and Dad came to me after we sort of, were talking one day at home. So yeah, they came to us and sort of said, we've been thinking about this, we might want to join. And then my daughter Zali, she decided to put her hand up as well. And then my niece moved down from up north, so she decided to join as well. And my son's lining up. As soon as he's old enough, he's in too, he reckons. I seem to be running from one spot to the next and, even just trying to get this interview sorted because I've been away playing state hockey at a national level. But, you just got to keep going. Keep yourself motivated, keep everybody else motivated as well, and one foot in front of the other and keep going. Really, the highlight would be just, seeing this grow, from a few members to start with. And then the process of new people coming on board and getting together and doing, like new courses and things like that, and all getting in and working as a team, and then seeing a good outcome, which is fabulous. If you work hard and you follow through with things and just get jobs done. For the SES, we'll just myself keep plugging away here and working hard to try and keep developing it and getting new members and new people on board that want to do stuff and help the community.
Hi, my name's Phil Bresser. I'm the Deputy Manager for Mandurah State Emergency Service. I've been a volunteer since the age of 15, so about 33 years now. When I first started there, I didn't think that I'd actually go as long as I have, but I seem to find a niche here and I enjoy doing it and I enjoy watching people develop. Do I feel like that I'm an ambassador for SES? I'm part of a team. I'm a part of a group that is there for the community. As an ambassador, maybe more of a mentor. Over the years since I've been a member, I've actually trained a number of SES personnel, too many to remember. Done at least 10 years training as a cadet instructor and have watched them develop, and a lot of those are now coming into our unit. Where do I see myself going? Hopefully around for a little bit longer and hopefully passing on my skills and my training to other people. I'm very proud of what I've achieved over the 30 odd years. I think it's 33 now. I've come a long way. But the most thing I'm proud about is the team camaraderie, the team that I have that's supported me along the way. How I found out of being nominated for Peter Keeler was actually quite funny. I was actually sitting home and I got a phone call and I looked at the phone and I thought I'd be smart and I go, "Hello, City Morgue." And the voice on the end of the phone said, "Is that Phil Bresser?" He said, "This is Lloyd Bailey." And my bottom jaw dropped. I'm very honoured to be nominated, and I always feel special about it, but I don't care if I win or lose. It's just it's nice being recognised.
The winner of the Peter Keeler Award for 2016 is Keith Squibb. Keith is being honoured with this award for his dedication to duty beyond normal expectations, including enthusiasm and commitment to leadership and innovative thinking.
For those of you that know me, this is going to be a quick phone call, all right? Look, I was sitting at home Thursday writing up a presentation speech that I have to perform on Monday for a former member, and the missus said to me, "What about you? What about me? I'll never win it." And here I am. So, just quickly, I've got some words here that I need to say. Mrs. Keeler, distinguished guests, fellow volunteers, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to start by paying my respects to the late Peter Keeler, who's demonstrated dedication, respect and unselfishness has made this award possible. I would also like to thank the Department of Fire and Emergency Services for continuing to support this award and the others. I also extend my congratulations to the other finalists, as you are all leaders and dedicated volunteers, highly deserving of your nomination. The Macquarie Dictionary defines a volunteer to be someone who enters into any service of their own free will, or who also offers himself or herself for any service of understanding. But stop anyone in the street and ask them if they volunteer, or better still, if they'll join, chances are they'll answer no. But turning up one night a week for training, countless hours, days and sometimes weeks spent out on operational call-outs, being away from your family and sometimes in the most demanding of environments, some might call madness, but that's what I call being an SES volunteer. I'm proud to stand here and accept this award, as I, like many of you, didn't join this organisation for the rewards, accolades or public recognition. I joined this organisation to assist my community and its members in a time of need, which is something I've done since 1979. However, I cannot feel anything but extremely humbled in the knowledge that I am recognised not by my community, nor by those that I have assisted, but my fellow volunteers. I would just like to thank a few people who have supported me, fought me, argued with me, laughed and cried with me, and who in general have made my life in the SES rewarding. Firstly, the love of my life, Penny, my wife. Who, might I add, is also a volunteer, and the operations team leader at the Headland unit, who keeps me in check. But it also gives me a good reason to go to call-outs, because she does too, all right? Which means I don't have to keep a Brownies Point log, because she's there as well, all right? Also my kids, who unfortunately couldn't be here, who endured their mother whilst the old man was climbing on roofs, getting rained on, windswept during storm operations, sweating it out in the bush on land searches, getting nauseated whilst on air searches in extreme temperatures and heavy turbulence, but generally having the time of my life, right? Sorry for that, kids. Right? Finally, to all of you, the many volunteers within SES who, without your support, understanding, dedication, commitment, as well as being a little mad, would not have made all this possible. Thank you.
Your work serves as an inspiration to us all, and please consider your recognition this evening as the encouragement of your peers and DFES and acknowledgement of your selfless efforts to benefit the community.